And in our top news story, another weather system is approaching the province, and it's expected to bring a mixed bag of conditions tonight. Joining us live to give us a preview is NTV's chief meteorologist, Eddie Shear. Eddie?
Hi, Michael. Good afternoon. Yes, a very strong weather maker is currently on the way into the province. Most of us are going to be affected later this afternoon, tonight, and then it will finally begin to wind down tomorrow. As it stands now, the eastern side of the island under the gun for heavy rain, central ice, and the west coast northern peninsula looks like it's going to be heavy snow. Getting a look at the latest warnings from Environment Canada, we can see those winter storm warnings in place for the northern peninsula, Green Bay, White Bay, all the way down the west coast, all the way into Bay St. George, including Deer Lake, Humber Valley. Just east of there, a freezing rain warning is in place for Buckens and the interior, Bay of Exploits, and Bonavista North, along with Port aux Basques. Along the south coast of the island, rainfall warning is in place, and then for St. John's, northern half of the Avalon, and much of northeastern Newfoundland, a special weather statement is currently in effect. Satellite and radar imagery showing that we do have that rain currently spreading across southern Newfoundland. This will continue to move in as the afternoon progresses, and as we can also see snow working its way into central and western sections right now as well. That will continue over the next few hours as we have lots more moisture back to the west as this developing area of low pressure is beginning to take shape. As far as what we can expect over the next several hours, Futurecast will take us into this afternoon, showing just some light rain expected for the Bear and Avalon peninsulas as we go into 5 o'clock, snow working its way into central and western Newfoundland by then. As we head into this evening, snow becomes steadier across interior Newfoundland as well as the west coast, and the rain begins to become steadier as well. Temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. As we go into midnight, we see that warm push of air, that rain-snow line shifting back toward Badger and Grand Falls, Windsor. Snow along the west coast. That pink color, that is the expected freezing rain. The green is just rain. Notice those yellows showing up near Port aux Basques. Heavy precipitation expected along the west coast by midnight, and that heavy precip will continue to affect western Newfoundland and central overnight in the form of freezing rain and snow, while eastern areas go well above freezing by 3 a.m. Notice St. John's, Cape Race, Argentia, St. Lawrence, all at 7 degrees by then. And then by tomorrow morning, heavy rain for the eastern half of the island, ice central, and snow continuing along the west coast. And it looks like as we go into midday tomorrow, the system begins to depart, and the snow and rain will end, and temperatures will plummet, and winds will also become very gusty. A wind warning is in place for much of eastern and northeastern Newfoundland for tomorrow, as it looks like winds are going to gust close to 110, if not 115 kilometers per hour in spots as this low departs. So be sure to tie down anything that is possibly loose and could blow away. Snowfall amounts from the RGEM model showing over 30 centimeters for many areas of the west coast onto the Bayvert Peninsula. Lesser amounts as we head farther east, because as we head farther east, that's where we are going to see significant ice pellet accumulation or freezing rain. This RGEM model forecasting potentially 10 or 15 millimeters of freezing rain or ice pellet accumulation in areas like Millertown, Grand Falls, Windsor. A little bit less for Lewisport, but Twillingate could be in that range as well. If that is freezing rain, that is certainly a lot of freezing rain to deal with. Other areas as we head farther east, including the Burin Peninsula, Avalon Peninsula, much of the south coast, we're talking about rainfall amounts up to 30 or 35 millimeters, certainly a good possibility. I'm tracking this storm as it's coming in. I'll have the full forecast coming up for you as always on NTV, on the evening news hour, and the weather update on First Edition at 5:30. Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eddie. That's NTV's Eddie Shear reporting live this afternoon.